Hey, how you doing out there today? Harold, I'm gonna be messing around doing another pod review today. And today I'm gonna do one of my specials here. And before I move on to this mean fool, now this is what I have for a version of a chocolate champion. And here's another one. But before I move on to those, I tried a sliver and I cut this thing in half, and it's hot. I'm gonna have to build myself up just a little bit because yeah, it's pretty warm. So what I'm doing today, these are my chocolate F1s of the Big Bang, and I wanted to give this a shot and see how it'd work out. I know it's hot as well because if everything that I think happened, it crossed with a Big Black Mama and Big Bang, which they kind of have similar shapes, but a Big Bang's hot as well as a Big Black Mama. So we're looking at some heat. And like I said, I'm Big Baby. So, I'm only doing half a pod review, but I always like to honor my peppers and do at least half of a pod. I do a lot of powders, and if you ever need one of my plungers loaded, yeah, I still do them. In fact, I sell them all the time here locally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this open, and I'm saving these seeds because, again, this is an F1. I've never grown this before. I don't know if you can see the oil on there. Cat's having a fit because he wants to go outside. So if you hear something sound like it's moaning and dying, that's the cat. So let's see what we got here. Before I do that any much further, or I get stupid and grab the wrong part of the damn pepper, I'm going to go ahead and put my gloves on so I can handle this thing without getting it on my hands and then getting it. And yeah. So, wow. So what we got here, look at this thing. Hopefully I got enough light. And if I don't, I'm going to crank it up a level. I don't know if you can see the oil in there. Hopefully you can. It's just glistening inside. So I don't know if I'm doing myself any favors eating this one. But I think I'm in pain. I'm going to be in pain because I try to sliver this one too, and I just don't know which one is really going to be the worst of the two evils. So this one I grew I grew it a couple years back, and I thought I'd grow it again. And when I grew it close to a Big Black Mama. That's what I know I grew it near. So, no, you don't. You can wait. You can wait. So, I figured, you know what, I haven't did this one yet. And again, I got this from when I was down in Italy from my good friend down there. And we were swapping back and forth, and he's part of the Italian chili club. Sorry for not looking at it, but I'm trying to get out. I don't know how many seeds the next one has, so I try and save what I can out of these. But I'm trying to keep all the placenta in as well. All right, so let me show you what I got here. And sorry, I don't think I need to torture myself as much, but if you can see that, I'm trying to get the light right. So you can see the oil. Look at that, that's that orangish type color in there. And I think I'm going to hurt myself here, so I got my trusty cup of water. Hmm. Oh, man. Ooh. Let's see how one comes out here. So I'm already feeling heat. I just don't know to what level it's going to go to. Uh, the taste on that is pretty good. It's actually almost, it's got that chocolatey, earthy flavor. It's not a real pungent, florally flavor like you get on reds. Oof. So now it's on the sides of my tongue. I'm trying to get a feel for this one. I'm sorry I'm not speaking a lot, but yeah, the taste was really good, and the flavor. Yeah, I'm good with the flavor on it. Uh, for a super hot, yeah, it's probably ghost type heat on this one. It's good, but it's kind of it's all over the sides of my tongue right now. It kind of hit me somewhat like how these things hit me and hit me right on the side of the tongue. Just so you see this now, uh, how consistent these are. Uh, they're pretty consistent, ugly, uh, but they're really hot. Uh, might be since I've been kind of chewing on pods lately. Not quite as hot as some of them, like this one. It's got good heat. Like I said, it's probably ghost pepper heat. Uh, it came up to a register probably maybe a 6, but the flavor will make it a good powder, and that's what I'm thinking. As I like chocolates for the flavor for powders, and yeah, I've been doing a lot of the plungers here lately around here. I don't know what's going on with the plungers, and let me give you an idea what I'm talking about. These are my plungers. Yeah, I keep one in my own house all the time. But I've been, they come with that. They're labeled like this when I sell them. But I've been selling these like crazy around here. I use one myself, and I've probably sold in the last year, oh, probably close to 150, 200 here around recently. And I'm really getting my powder dialed in. I've pushed it on some people that wanted it really hot, and I've dialed it back for some, but I really strive for heat with good flavor. That's what I think we all like is heat with good flavor. And that's what I've been doing with my powders, dialing in the peppers that I use. It's to capture a really good flavor. Um, and if you do inquire about my plungers, they come full of my powder, my super blend powder, and they run. And you can go ahead and hit me up on those. But I'm drying in this case, and I'm trying to eat I've been drying peppers for a while now, so I've got quite a few and I'm working on more. I got peppers out in my shed out there. I've got peppers in my greenhouse that are I still got peppers growing. Uh, the benefits of a greenhouse and a shed I have two sheds out there, and one's my grow shed that I do over winters, and I do all my fresh starts. So when I get done with them, and I'm saving a reaper plant that has just had amazing pods on it, and it's a third generation of plants that I got from Ed Curry, and so I keep growing off of that same one, and when I get good pods on it, then that's what I pull. I'm going to grow from one single pod this year because I've got one that's just amazing, and I want to grow from it. And it's probably, hold on. This big fool right here is what I'm going to grow my reapers from. And as you can see, put it in my hand for scale. That's a big pod. It's nothing little. If let's see if you can tell, I'm let me get this. Try and get this right. That if I get it right, it almost spans 3 fingers, or it's right about 3 fingers, I would say. Pretty close. But wicked pod. It's huge. And this one came from one of my originals, and I'm very, very, very selective on what I'm growing for my reapers. And this one is going to be my, I don't know what you call it, a legend. This is the one I want them to grow from. So anyway, well, that one kind of just missed. It wasn't too bad. It was like I said, it was a moderate heat, ghost pepper heat. Good flavor. I really enjoyed the flavor of it. This is an F1. And again, this is my chocolate Big Bang. Here's another one. And the whole plant's pretty much coming out like this. And you can tell it's not all dimpled up like a regular Big Bang or like a Big Black Mama might be. So it's not real bumpy, and like the Big Bangs are kind of smooth like this, but it then took on characteristics of a Big Bang. So good pepper though. I'm going to enjoy drying that one out and working on a mix with it, because I think that'll add some good flavor to my super blend. So I do like to put chocolates in my super blend. It just gives it a better flavor. So anyway, hey, this is Harold, and I'm done talking. I know I was a lot of BS, but got my reapers, my version of the Chocolate Champion. These things are monsters. I'm going to cross those. I'm going to cross the two this next year. So I'm going to grow both plants, and then I'm going to cross them up and see what happens. Maybe we get something ridiculous. I don't know. And then this one and F1, I'm going to grow it again, which is my Big Bang. And that's what we played with today. Y'all have a great day, and enjoy yourself, and keep growing out there. Enjoy it.